Did you know there's a forest in England where people hear blood-curdling screams at night? It's called the Screaming Woods, hidden deep in Pluckley, Kent, known as the most haunted village in England. Locals say the trees whisper your name, and if you wander too far, you might never come back. Many visitors have reported hearing chilling screams, but no one is ever around. Some believe it's the ghost of a lost soldier who died alone in the woods centuries ago. Others claim to have seen a woman in white floating between the trees crying for help. At night, thick fog rolls in, and the forest seems to come alive, with shadows that move on their own. Hikers have vanished without a trace. Some were found days later, shaken, with no memory. Phones and compasses stop working inside the woods. It's like stepping into another world. One man swears he saw glowing red eyes watching him through the darkness. He ran, but the screams followed him all the way back to the village. So next time you're in Kent, ask yourself, would you dare walk into the Screaming Woods at night?
This is a true story. A young couple rented a secluded cabin near Vail Mountain, Colorado for a romantic ski trip. The cabin was small but cozy, with that perfect log cabin smell. On the first night, the girlfriend's bag mysteriously moved from the living room to the bedroom. She was certain she hadn't touched it, but they brushed it off as a mistake. The next day, after returning from skiing, they noticed the living room light was on, even though they were sure it had been off. The front door was still locked. Then they saw fresh, wet boot prints in the rug where neither of them had stepped. The boyfriend checked the cabin and found nothing. That night, while lying in bed, he called the Airbnb host just to be sure everything was okay. The phone rang, but the sound wasn't coming from the phone speaker. It was coming from inside the wall next to the bed. When the call was suddenly declined, he noticed a thin crack in the wall. Against his girlfriend's protests, he pulled the hidden door open and found a closet. Inside, crouched behind a box, was the cabin's host. The man tried to apologize, but the boyfriend grabbed him and found a stash of the girlfriend's underwear in the closet. The police arrested the host, but it took Airbnb a month to process the refund. What was meant to be a peaceful getaway turned into a nightmare neither of them would forget.
Epping Forest in Essex has long been a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Spanning over 6,000 acres of ancient woodland, it holds centuries of history and countless stories of eerie encounters. Many accounts share a chilling common thread: the unnerving sensation of being observed by an unseen presence lurking just beyond clear view. In 1970, two hikers near Hangman's Hill experienced an overwhelming dread, hearing footsteps that seemed to follow them closely, though no one was visible. In 2003, a police patrol car near High Beach mysteriously broke down. The officers reported a sudden drop in temperature and sensed a cold, intangible presence. They also caught a glimpse of a fleeting figure moving swiftly between the trees. Local folklore tells of a restless highwayman believed to be Dick Turpin, whose silent form is said to haunt the forest's shadowed paths, especially on misty autumn nights. Even today, visitors frequently describe sudden chills and the unmistakable feeling of unseen company. Whether these experiences stem from imagination or something beyond, Epping Forest remains a place where many insist they are never truly alone.
April 4th, 2005. Two investigators go into the woods looking for Kookadoo. One is a believer, one is not. They both were possible victims of whatever was lurking in the dark that night. The footage you are seeing now is from a camera that was recovered from an estate sale with the tape still inside. Presumably this camera was found where it was dropped at the end of the footage. Nobody knows what happened to the individuals that are shown in the footage. We can only hope they made it out safely and endured no harm. It is hard to imagine what we are witnessing is the last time these two investigators were ever seen again. Let's pray that isn't the case. What is the Kookadoo? Are there more encounters out there we are unaware of? Yet again, we are left with more questions than answers.
Did you know there's a road in England where drivers swear they hear children screaming from the trees? It's called Pluckley Village in Kent, officially the most haunted village in Britain. Locals say if you drive through the Screaming Woods after midnight, you'll never make it out the same. The legend goes that during the 18th century, a coachman was attacked and killed there, his cries echoing through the forest. Now, people hear his screams in the dead of night. Some drivers say their cars stall for no reason. Others see a figure appear in the rearview mirror, but when they turn around, there's no one there. But here's the creepy part. In 1998, a police officer went missing while investigating strange lights in the woods. His car was found with the engine running and the door wide open. The only thing left? His radio, still crackling with screams. Locals say that every year on the same night, that radio signal comes back for just 1 minute. So, next time you're in Kent, maybe take a midnight drive through Pluckley. Roll your windows down and listen. Because if you hear screaming from the trees, it might not be your imagination. Follow for more haunted legends that actually exist in the UK.
Bro, is that my fork? What? Hello?
No.
Why is that?
No.
Hello? What the hell? Bro, I don't care about my bike. Hello? Is anybody there? I don't know, dude. Am I just hearing things? Hello? What the Yep, nope, I'm good.
So to the left is Wombwell Woods, believed to be one of the most haunted woodlands in the United Kingdom. Famous for all types of hauntings. People come here still to this day, do devil worship. Also the scene of quite a few murders. This place is absolutely huge. It extends for quite a long way. Many ghost hunters love to come here and put it to the test. We're still here, still driving around it. I would love to know in the comments, have you ever been to a haunted woods? Tell me about it. Tell me what you've seen or what the ghosts are.
In a small village, there was a forest called the Whispering Woods. Villagers warned children never to enter after dark, but one curious boy named Timmy couldn't resist. One evening, Timmy snuck into the woods. As he walked deeper, he heard soft whispers. "Turn back, Timmy." Ignoring them, he found a glowing lantern hanging from a tree and an old book titled The Secrets of the Whispering Woods. As Timmy read about children who never returned, the whispers grew louder. Panicking, he turned to leave but couldn't find the path back. Suddenly, an old woman appeared and said, "Follow the light and do not stray." Holding the lantern tightly, Timmy followed a newly appeared path. The whispers guided him safely out of the woods. When he turned to thank the old woman, she had vanished, and the lantern went out. Timmy never spoke of his adventure, but always heeded the village's warning. He knew the Whispering Woods were alive and best avoided after dark.
Deep in the woods there is a haunted house. Many people have come here to see a ghost. It's been abandoned since the 1970s. The woods surrounding the house is believed to be haunted by witches. People often see dark shadows and strange growls at night. On our visit here, we heard someone knocking on the door. It was like someone asking to come in. We set up motion detectors around the house, and it was like someone rushing past, setting them off. One of our investigators, Nick, also felt very affected, and his heart rate increased dramatically, which was alarming. We left this place with more questions, wanting us to go back. Do you think we should go back here?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
We're in a cabin in the woods, okay? All right? And all of a sudden, I open this door, and there's this thing. Why is that there? It's not Halloween no more.
How do you know it's not a person?
Why are you fucking with me? It's not funny. No, it's not funny. Hold the damn thing.
What the fuck is that? Ah! Get away! Get away! What the fuck is it? No! No, no, no! Is it dead? I think it's fucking dead. Okay. Just Ma! Ma! Ah! The fucking thing's moving! Ah! What the fuck is that thing? It's a fucking bat! It's got the fucking virus! It's alive! Ma! Call a fucking cop! Nah! Get that fucking gun! Get away with it! Stop it! Ah! Put it down! What the fuck? What the fuck is that? It's a fucking dinosaur! Mom, call a cop!
I swear, this is something out of the movie Blair Witch. We didn't believe it was true, but there's a secret house up next to this country club. It's hidden right up there. You can barely see it. Let's keep going. There's a tire hanging from the tree. Oh, look. There's an arrow pointing to the house. Hit that like button to see part 2, where we explore this creepy structure.
Did you know that 4 kids vanished into a forest and stayed there for 99 nights? It happened in 1997. They were between 7 and 11 years old and disappeared without a trace. For 3 months, no one heard a word until they walked out of the forest barefoot, thin, and silent. They spoke in whispers, said something had watched them. A deer, but not a normal one. It stood like a man, never blinked, and sometimes smiled. At night, it called their names, with a voice that wasn't quite human. Doctors said they were fine, but something was wrong. They never talked about it again. Some still wake up screaming. And if you ever hear your name whispered in those woods, don't look back.